Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to part 3 of our bathroom transformation on a budget. This is going to be the full and final reveal of this bathroom so we can check it off our list and move on. This bathroom has really taken a turn. It went from old and outdated from the 80s to a beautiful cottagey, cozy, girly bathroom. And we're going to be doing some of the final touches today. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys, and make sure to stick around for the end so you can see the full reveal. A great DIY and budget-friendly option to really elevate your space if you're not doing a full renovation is to change out the hardware in your space. So here I'm changing out the doorknob into this oval brass beautiful fixture, and it really adds so much character to a bathroom that had really old hardware, along with the hinges. Now these hinges have seen years and years of paint. Whoever painted the door did not bother to take the door off the hinges, so they simply just painted over them, and that is not a good look at all. You can't even see the screws anymore. So taking those off and replacing them with new brass ones to match our doorknob really elevates the space as well, makes everything match, and a super budget-friendly option. It only costs $10 to do, and it looks fabulous. I did find this hook at an antique shop, and you can usually find these often when you go antiquing. This one is like antler shaped, and it was only $8. I want to add some like brass accents in here because we have a lot of chrome, but I do have like brass here and there throughout. It also goes along with kind of our whimsical foresty animal theme, since they are antlers, like deer antlers. Just the little things that add character, and this only cost me $8, so it's a perfect addition to this little bathroom. Now we're going to be installing both the sink and the toilet. The toilet's going to go first. Install should be fairly simple since we have all of our parts. It basically just needs a new wax ring. So cleaning that all up, installing the new wax ring, and then setting the toilet over the bolts, screwing everything in. And one of the things that y'all can do if your toilet is showing a little bit of its age. So our toilet seat had a little bit of a brownish tinge to it. You could tell it wasn't new. You can actually buy toilet seats, just the top, the cover, for $30. You're gonna wanna make sure you either buy the elongated or the round, depending on what size your toilet is. Ours was the elongated size and made this toilet look brand spanking new. So rather than the $200 that it would have cost to buy just a brand new toilet, we spent $33 and replaced just the toilet seat cover and was able to achieve a brand new look for less. And we're gonna move on now to the sink. Since we are using a pedestal sink in here, we lost all of our storage for the bathroom, and the only way to get any storage back is to add some kind of shelving unit here. So I found these corbels at Lowe's, and I loved their arch. It'll have a shelf on top that we're going to stain along with the corbels. I'm gonna go ahead and test a stain option on this piece of board here. This is the stain that we're going to try. It's Special Walnut, and I think it's gonna be the closest to some of the baskets and the other items that we have in the bathroom to help complement the space. Now that we've settle on a stain, we have to pre-stain with a wood conditioner for both the corbels and the 2-foot piece that I cut off. This is very important for this kind of project because you don't want a blotchy job, and we only have one shot at doing this or we have to sand it all down and start again.
There's a fire here, far enough to keep me warm. I'm so used to my own heartbeat, back and forth against the night. I could not surrender to my cold fears, knowing someone's out there, you were out there.
It is now 24 hours since this passed, and these are officially stained and sealed. They are ready to be installed. I'm having to decide on the height for this. I made the board 2 feet long, so these need to be 2 feet apart, but we're gonna do it about that high. I think it's a good height because you can still reach it. It's more accessible that way. And so now the hard part is to install these straight. First, we're gonna pilot hole, and I really only have one shot at this because once I go through the wallpaper, it's kind of game over. I got this little basket from Target as well. I thought it would be really nice to put, you know, extra toilet paper or even magazines in here next to the toilet. This is a basket that I got at an antique shop months ago. It was $20, and I left it because it had this little metal details on it with the handles and stuff, and I think it'd be a really cute like wastebasket. So of course I'll put, you know, a grocery bag or a trash bag in there. Trying to also bring in things from the shelf, those wood tones, helps tie in everything together. This medicine cabinet's been a little bit tricky just because of its size. I already had this kind of brass little tin that could hide things that you don't normally want to be seen, and it helps tie in some of our brass elements in here as well. I also got this little canister. You could put, you know, Q-tips or just anything in there that you want. Here, we don't really have anything that needs to be too accessible. I don't have medicine in here that would go in the medicine cabinet. So I'm gonna use this more for like decoration, just to add a little bit of color, especially because it's painted white. I got this flower at Target, came in this beautiful little vase, and I loved the flower color. And I know I needed to add some height somehow, and I didn't have anything like bathroom related that could do that. So I'm bringing in a candle, and of course, not gonna light it over here, but it just adds a little bit of height and helps bring us in some more of that antique brass. It's really pretty. I have such an incredible amount of confidence after doing this bathroom and all the skills that I learned along the way that are going to help us in some of our future projects. 2 years ago, back in 2023, we bought our first home. It's an old, early 1900s, maybe late 1800s Victorian style of home that we had been renovating for the past 2 years. And over the past 2 years, we have done an incredible amount of work, like getting all new electrical into the space, fixing some foundation work, tearing down all of the drywall that was in the house, doing a ton of demo work, and starting to put this home back together and make it beautiful in so many other ways. However, I have not given y'all a updated version of what the home looks like. So we will be doing that in 2 weeks. Y'all will get to see the home in its current state. We'll talk about our future plans because we are giving ourselves a year deadline to get this home finished and either lived in by us or rented out by somebody else. We need to get the home done. Is basically where we're at with this project. So make sure to check it out. Hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification sign so that you're aware of when I do post those videos. And I will see you guys really soon. Bye guys.